So, you're driving your car and you're pulled over. Hey, do you have insurance? If not, you can not only be pulled over, you can be put away. Gavin Roberts is named Manager of the Year by the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 2 years in a row. Former Chamber Board member and winner of the Platinum Reader's Choice Award. Very qualified to talk about insurance in the first of 3 in a series regarding the money you pay your insurance broker. Hey, nice to have you here, Gavin.
Thanks, Kirk. I appreciate being here.
Car insurance. First of all, why is there so much advertising about car insurance? I see more advertising about insurance than any other industry. Is it because it's so competitive or so profitable?
I think both, Kirk. It is a profitable line of business for insurance companies, but at the same time, it is very competitive. It's something that people shop. It's something that typically has a 6-month policy period, and when they get that renewal, they see if their rates went up or down, and that usually causes someone to shop if the rates go up or down.
You know, when you're out buying clothing, there are a lot of different types of companies. There are the bargain stores, and then there are the real high-end stores. Are insurance companies similar?
I wouldn't say that they're bargain versus high-end. There are different insurance companies that go after different markets. There are those companies that know that when you take your policy premiums out that you're probably going to not renew it. You're just paying to get your insurance card. You see a lot of those on TV because that's pure profit for the insurance company. And then there are your what we call standard companies that are more in it for the relationship, the longevity of the relationship with the client over a long period of time.
When you're talking about car insurance, what is legally required for you to drive a car?
In the state of Kentucky, you're legally required to carry at least $25,000 per person on bodily injury, $50,000 per accident, and then $10,000 on property damage.
What would you recommend for drivers to carry?
That's going to depend on each person. Every person is going to be different, and it's going to be up to the agent to sit down and go through a series of questions and find out exactly what you as the consumer needs for your particular needs.
Actually, not only are you insuring your car, but you're also insuring yourself. Can you explain?
One, you want to be insured because if you have an auto accident and you cause bodily harm or bodily injury damage to someone or property damage, you're going to be held liable for it if it's your fault. And unless you have quite a bit of money sitting in the bank, pay out, the insurance company is going to take care of that for you. And if you don't have it, you don't have enough coverage, then you could be sued.
Well, there's certainly a lot of lawyers out there ready to come.
They're on the radio every day. And also here in Kentucky, we are a no-fault state, so the personal injury protection coverage is your medical bills for the first $10,000.
We're talking to Gavin Roberts, who was named Manager of the Year by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance for 2 years in a row, kind of an expert here in insurance. What should I do if I'm in a car wreck?
Kirk, the first thing I would do is to make sure you're okay. Make sure the other person, the other party, and the other vehicle is okay. If they aren't, somebody needs to call 911 and take care of the immediate needs because cars can be fixed, people can't. Take immediate precaution to put yourself in a safe situation on the road. And then once all that has been taken care of, everybody has a cell phone, everybody has a camera on their cell phone now. Take some pictures of the accident scene. That way you have those. Wait for the police officer to get there and give accurate description of the accident, what happened. Make sure that you're very thorough when you're talking to the officer so they can get all that detail in the police report.
What mistake do car owners make most often when they're buying car insurance?
The biggest mistake they make is buying off price. It's up to the consumer as well as the agent to educate the insured on what they're purchasing, coverages that they actually need. You don't want to overinsure yourself, but you definitely don't want to underinsure yourself.
Do traffic tickets affect your rate for car insurance?
They do. Typically, if you have one speeding ticket and you're currently insured with a company, it's not going to affect you. If you have 2 or more tickets, or if you have a driving while intoxicated or a reckless driving ticket on your record, that is going to cause or throw up a red flag for an insurance company that you're a higher risk driver, and that will cause your rates to go up.
What advice do you have for parents regarding kids that just got their driver's license? I mean, other than taking a deep breath.
Yeah, I understand that. I deal with this every day and counsel parents every day on this. My number one thing is to encourage parents not to let their children get their intermediate license until they've actually gone gone through the 6-month course in high school of driver's education. There is a 3 or 4 day class that you're required to take by state law, but that is not enough training to put a child behind a wheel.
If your 16-year-old has a wreck, and I assume that they are more likely to have a wreck than a 22-year-old, are the parents liable in any way?
They can be. Typically, the car is in the parent's name, and that child is a minor, so if something were to happen, more than likely the parent is going to be the one to be held responsible for any accident.
And the biggest mistake parents make?
Letting their kids get behind the wheel when they're not ready.
Well, whether you're a parent or just looking for a good deal, what discounts should I ask for, and what discounts are available for car insurers?
There are several discounts available. There's a multi-car discount where you have more than one auto in the household. There is a property discount if you have your home or your renter's insurance policy with the same insurance company. There is the good student discount if you have good grades as an underage driver.
That's an incentive, isn't it?
It is. And there's also a discount for going through that driver's education class. And for seniors, there's actually a senior discount. AARP offers a class that you can go through if you're 55 or over, and you can actually get a discount for taking that class as well.
Okay, well, I need to sign up for that. Gavin Roberts, our insurance expert, with some tips for everybody. Gavin, thanks for coming in. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, Kirk.